Last one about iPhone. iPhone makers are said to be among the winners in a U.S. $6.6 billion India plan. This is, of course, on the back of a lot of the stuff that we've covered on the show. India increasingly moving towards the hub position for smartphone manufacturing, not just domestically, but with a target in the future of potentially being a global hub for smartphone manufacturing. This thing just keeps getting juicier. Right? Indian government expected to ratify a plan aimed at bringing $150 billion in smartphone production over the next 5 years. That's USD. $150 billion. Big, big numbers. And they're taking advantage of the timing because of the US-China beef, or, whatever you want to call it. Dispute, discussions, trade, whatever. They say, now's the right time. We incentivize hard. We get the Taiwan manufacturers in here. We get the Korean manufacturers in here. And that's what they've done. Mm-hmm. So this new plan, let's see here. Apple's major iPhone assemblers are among the companies expected to win approval to participate in a U.S. $6.6 billion stimulus program to bring manufacturing to India. This is going to, you have Apple's primary supplier, Foxconn Technology, Wistron, Pegatron. The Production-Linked Incentive Program, also known as PLI, brings manufacturing incentives. It will rise each year in an ongoing effort to entice the world's biggest smartphone brands to make their products in India and to export as well. Besides Apple, those Apple contractors, not Apple themselves, but it might as well be Apple, Samsung Electronics is the only other applicant. And this is where things get really weird. Or as I like to say, squirrely. I don't really know what that means, or if that's an official type of terminology. But I like to picture a squirrel, a rambunctious one, and they're tough to read.
Yeah.
It's tough to know what they're up to.
Squirreling around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
China's largest smartphone makers, Huawei and BBK, of course, Oppo, Vivo, you know the drill, are absent on the application. Why is that? I don't know. My understanding was they were doing some assembly there. But then I read the story that there's some delays at the border getting the parts. They need to continue to do the assembly. Then, of course, we've covered and also paid attention to ongoing disputes between those two nations. Very interesting times right now. And again, huge implications for the future, like many of our other stories here today. I told you it's a big news day.
Yeah, a lot of business.
It's a thoughtful move by the government aimed at wooing Apple to bring significant iPhone manufacturing to India, because when the iPhone maker shifts, an entire ecosystem follows. Here's a quote from Hari Om Rai, chairman and founder of Lava International. That's a homegrown smartphone maker in India. The next 5 years will be dramatic, and India could become the new China in phone manufacturing. You know, I had to get that quote in. And you could have that as a title as well, because it's a salacious type of title.
Yeah.
It's an attention grabber.
I'll put that in the thumbnail.
I mean, you could put it in there. And apparently this huge investment is not only interested, as I mentioned, at the domestic market. They really believe that they can become number one in mobile manufacturing. Mm-hmm. They really believe they can supply the world.
Yeah.
That's big time. I mean, it's not right now.
I mean, they're growing.
I mean, it's not
like
right now.
Rocket fuel.
It's not right now.
Soon.
Well, that's the word.
Yeah.
I didn't say it. You did. Once again, Willie do predictions.